Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, just drop a word or two, and it's going to be an amazing time. I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's session on AI. Rahanat, Jane, you're live with me. I can't hear you guys. Lilian Efobi, good to see you. Tonia, good to see you. Sandra, good to see you. So let your people know that we are starting the class. So I have these two people. Anyway, since I'm going to drop the live link for those of you that are out there, because members of the premium group, I'm not hearing them. So I want you guys to join me live while I kick out Jane and Rahanat. Meanwhile, I'm going to drop the.
I'm here. Please don't kick me out.
I've been asking. I've been.
Sorry.
So I'm going to be dropping the. I'm going to be dropping the Excel sheet for today's session in the Discord server. I'm just trying to make sure I get the right sheet. So give me a sec. So how was yesterday's class? Did you guys enjoy it? You guys enjoy yesterday's class?
I didn't attend.
Okay. Is there anyone that attended yesterday's class? Samuel, you are in the backstage. I can't add you because you've not connected your mic and camera. So you need to connect your mic. Samuel, you need to connect your mic before I see you. So I want to thank all of you that sent in your video reviews. I'm so grateful. If you haven't sent your video reviews, please do so. Do so latest today. I really appreciate it. Maybe after the class. If you are in the premium group, just think about it as your way of saying thank you. And in the free group, just look at what we are offering to all of you without getting the value of this class in cash. If you haven't seen that up till now, then um, I suppose carry your name, go Shiloh. May they go do you better deliverance. So, guys, let me drop the. We are going to be looking at Excel index and index match, VLOOKUP functions or lookup functions rather. Like I told you guys when we were treating VLOOKUP, I said that. All right, I've dropped it in the comments in the Excel April materials hashtag. So go and check. Let me share my screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. So if you are in the Discord server, I think you should be if you are here. Go to the April Excel materials. You would see it there. It's titled The Health Tech is Advanced Excel. Please, on no account should you share our materials with your. If your husband, your wife, your partner is not in my class, don't even share it. Make una no use love they play on top the health tech is material. Now hear me. Don't even share it to your best friend or your enemy. Just allow it to sleep on our Discord server on your and on your laptop. Don't abuse the materials. We didn't charge you a dime. I used tons of hours to get these materials, and I trust that you guys will not abuse it. Please, I beg you. So go to the Discord server and get that material sorted. So let me take attendance now. Anyone that is not audible, waste time to respond. I'm going to kick
To
you out
respond,
because
I'm going to kick you out because
I need lively
I
people in
need
class
lively
today.
people.
If you have any second material, or sorry, second, okay, you guys should mute all of you on the live. Just mute while I call your names, please. Jane, can you hear me? Hello, Jane.
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Good. If you can hear me, leave your mic on because I
Okay.
need responses when I want to assume you have a very quiet background as well.
Yeah.
Rahanat, can you hear me?
I can.
Good. Leave your mic on.
All right. I've done that.
Oluwaseun, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Leave your mic on. Samuel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Good. Leave your mic on. Shitu, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Where are you,
Where
Shitu?
are you, Shitu?
I'm currently
Okay. I'm going to
Okay.
throw him out. Um, and then I add someone else. He's actually having a noisy background and I can hear echo from his end. Olabisi, can you hear me? Olabisi? All right. So, yeah. Welcome to today's class. Did you guys can you confirm if you have seen the material, please?
Yes, I just saw mine now. I can see mine right here.
All right. So Let me open the WhatsApp groups just in case you guys want to share it to your friends on WhatsApp. So far, is there anyone with a question? So far, is there anybody with a question? Those of you that are joining live, if you are just joining, did any of you attend yesterday's section?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
Oh no, sorry. I didn't attend the AI.
Okay. So none of you attended the session yesterday.
I attended.
Who is that, please?
Rihanna.
How was it? Did How was the program? Did you stay till the end?
Yeah, it was awesome. No, no, no. But the little I attended, I really enjoyed it and it was educative.
Okay. Please, is there any question about VLOOKUP or any question about good to see some of you attended. Good afternoon, all of you guys. Happy Sunday, yeah. Okay, I want to assume that the silence means there is no question about anything. So I'm gonna
Please,
just go
Mr.
ahead.
Liquid. Hello,
What?
please, sir. Yes, sir. I have question on concerning using of the trim functions with proper. So with the trim assessment that you gave us, I tried to use the function the way you did this for us the last class that we did, but I couldn't get the right answer. There are some words were scattered those words are not coming together. That's a word that is being splitted into two. Those two splitting words
Can
did
you
not
share your
join
can
together.
you share your screen?
My laptop is down.
Okay. Is there anyone that will understand what you're saying without sharing your screen?
Um,
Okay, ask the question again.
The assessment that you gave for the last time. So to use the trim and the proper functions, there are some words there that they are splitted words. That is a word that is being splitted into two. So that word is not joining together. Like
Okay.
like ball, ball, ball. So like ba is separate and the ll is separate. So when I use the splitter, the trim and proper functions, that ball is not coming together as a word.
Okay. Did you use
Yes,
the replace function?
yes, I use replace. I also use trim and proper, but I'm not getting it right.
Did you discuss this with members of your team?
Yes, I did on premium group. Nobody
And
was asking.
what was the response?
They were still giving the same function that I used, that is the trim and proper functions.
So that means if all of you are working in the same company, that means they don't sack all of una with that too.
And so,
Uh, like when you have a space that is not supposed to be in any word at all, when you have a space that's not supposed to be in any word at all, if the trim function doesn't work, the substitute function doesn't work, the replace function should work. So I there's no how I would have um given an example now, but just like I said last week, I think I am not going to be spoon feeding you guys anymore. Like, this is advanced Excel. There should literally be a difference between when you knew nothing about Excel and then when you know a bit about Excel, because it's very important that you.
Hello, Mr. David. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I like you said, I used the replace function and it still didn't work.
Mhm.
It still didn't work.
Yes,
Yeah.
I personally used the replace function and it didn't work on my own Excel.
Okay, share your screen. Let me see what you did.
Okay. You just give me a moment. Let me do that, okay? Um, Present. Share screen. Share to monitor. Share screen. What was that? Okay.
Did you
Let me
also
select
use the
substitute
Did you
function.
use the substitute function?
Yes, I used that.
I use it as well. No.
I used it and it didn't work.
I'm curious. Let me see what you guys did.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'm trying to share my Excel this thing particularly, and it's not coming up here. I don't know. And let me just do entire. Shouldn't be sharing entire screen now.
Are you afraid of the other screen? You don't want us to see.
No, the thing is, it's not. I want to share like a window. I don't know why it's not coming up. Like select a window, a screen, and it's showing me just okay. Let me see entire screen now. Allow. Okay, what can you see? Can you see my Excel?
It's coming up, yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Um, is it up now?
I think someone's background is noisy. I don't know. I'm perceiving a lot of noise from here.
Why is it not going on?
Rahinat,
Yes, I mean,
where are you?
Just
I'm in my sitting room.
Do you have children in your area?
They are not with me. They are
Okay, but
outside.
okay. So you just confirmed you have children
I have. Oh.
in your area, so
No,
their
my children not in
noises.
my area. Okay, it's coming.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
okay.
you can hear
Yeah.
their noises.
Yes.
yeah,
Can you see my screen now?
yeah. I can.
Okay, great. So this is it. This is the formula that I used. I don't know if I think there's something else. Yes, this is the formula that I used. No, not this one. Equal substitute function. Ah, so this is the formula that I used and it didn't work. Should I try it again?
Mhm.
Try it. Let me see.
This one comes with a trim. Why am I now confused? Just give me a moment, please. Equals substitute stream A17 O text, comma, no text, comma, O text, go to read, comma, new text, go to read, comma, the micro number is 2, column 2. Why did you take me out of there now? Sorry, just a moment, please. Sorry. Maybe another person should share their screen because I don't understand what's happening to my own computer.
Your village people, they don't show.
Like they've been working overtime recently. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, see the trimmer. I used trim and replace the first time and it didn't work. It only worked with the first name, but it didn't work for the rest. So let me try substitute again. So you say sorry. See? Can you see my screen?
It didn't work.
Yes. The trim and replace only works for the first goat weed and the rest doesn't work.
So what are you substituting? What are you substituting goat weed with?
This goat weed now, the one that has space.
Okay, you do realize that when you copy goat weed, what you are copying is goat and then space almost maybe like 3 or 4 times
Okay.
before weed. So you are not replacing goat weed with just goat weed. You are replacing goat weed with goats, 3 spaces, if not 4, because we don't know, and then weed.
So I'm supposed to space it. I'm supposed to put a comma here or a space or quotation
You are,
mark.
you are supposed to in the object you are replacing. Okay, let's say you are replacing 2021 with 2022. 2022
Mm-hmm.
is your old text, right? In
Mm-hmm.
this case, your old text is the first column, which contains what we think is goat weed. But Excel reads that text as goat, 3 spaces, and then weed. So when you are substituting something that is inside that column, you are not just substituting goat weed, you are substituting goat with those 3 spaces and the weed. Do you understand me?
Okay. Okay. So to show the space, is it do I use a quotation mark or do I use a comma?
Well, quotations would work, but that is going to be too complicated. If this were to be on my Python programming, maybe Jupyter notebook, I would have just told you what you would do exactly. So, but again, um, you know what? Let me just just stop sharing. Let me see if I can show you guys something.
Okay.
Just a play, just a play. Lo 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 lo. Uh, okay, Jide is giving you something.
Okay, what's the giving? Let me
Try
try
what
it
he
again.
just mentioned now.
I'm not
Look
seeing
at the
like equal
screen.
substitutes A18. Okay. So let me try it now. See,
Equal
equals
to
substitute.
substitute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Substitute. Did you please
Bracket
go
open. Bracket open.
hold on?
A18.
Just give me a moment, please. Let me.
Okay.
I'm trying to click the substitute. Bracket open. What?
A18,
A18.
comma.
Mine is A17 here, but okay. A18.
Doesn't matter. You should know what to do.
Okay,
Comma.
A18.
Then
Mm-hmm.
double colon. Colon.
Say that again.
Double colon. That is
The
double
quotation mark.
colon. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then you
I
close
think the
it.
whole word.
You close it and comma again.
In between the quotation
No,
marks,
the
should I
whole
add a
word. The
space?
whole word should be there.
That's I'm like the old word is
Aha,
supposed
the
to
whole
be there
word you want
now.
to substitute is supposed to be there.
Mm,
Oh yeah, that's right.
The whole word, yes.
let me
I think you see the same thing. So
that's what I think, but
they
I'm
say the
open to
same thing
trying.
indeed.
Yeah, I'm open to trying whatever works. So let's see.
Okay.
Um Judas equals substitute comma, quotation mark, open and close.
Comma again, I think. Yeah.
Okay, just give me a moment. I have a lot of screens open, so it's taking time. Okay, quotation mark, open. I thought the old test is supposed to be here.
Yes, exactly. The word is supposed to be there.
The old test is supposed to be there. So what's the old test should be go to it
Yes.
now, which is
Yeah, with spaces, the one with lots of spaces.
okay. Then I now do the space, which is
The
open,
new word.
space, close. So what else?
Then the new word you're substituting for.
Okay, which is go to it together, right?
Go to it. Yes, exactly. The one with the space.
With just one space. Uh-huh.
Yes. Then the quotation
What
mark
else?
close. Then your brackets close as well.
Quotation mark
Then
close. That's
yes, then brackets close as well. Then enter.
enter. It did not even work. It gave me an error. He gave me an error. This is
Oh
not
my
work.
gosh.
Share your
This
screen
is
Are you
again.
serious?
I need you guys to think this through. We are still in class. Since we are here, share your screen. I need you guys to think this through.
okay. I've actually okay. Let me do that again.
Because I was thinking that I was really done with this. Come on.
It's we really tried though. Like me, I
Can
asked a
you
lot
just
of people.
can you share your screen? Let's see it.
That's what I'm
Let's
trying to do now. I'm trying to look for it. Just okay, yeah. So let me present, share share screen. Okay, allow. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you people
Everybody,
should take me through it.
everybody should contribute. Those of you
Okay.
listening, I can only see Olafulake. Is the Fulake for the what? Is that the person? Okay, it's only Olafulake, Salam, and Jide that I'm seeing. The rest of you listening, you've been attending this class. Contribute. Now is your turn. Impress me, and I will be impressed. Oh yeah, shoot, oh, go ahead.
Equal substitute. I've contributed. Someone else should contribute. waiting now.
I dare see talking.
Nobody's talking now.
What is
I'm just
happening?
trying to see if it will work.
Hmm.
Where did goat come from? I don't
Now
understand.
like now like this.
Which one
Now
is
like this
it?
all of una don't fall. Now like this all of una won't spoil for my hand. In fact,
He
class
said,
is
"With
ended
me,
today. No
goat,
more
goat,
free
with
class.
me."
We
I
are we
don't
are done.
understand.
We are done, guys. We are done.
Please, sir.
We
Please,
are
sir,
done.
help us,
I've
sir.
Please,
been wasting
please,
my
sir.
time.
Kindly do something, sir. Please,
No,
sir. We
sir,
are
you're not
not.
wasting your time, sir.
You're not wasting your time. I'm actually still thinking on what to do. I'm actually
What
thinking, okay,
ask yourself, what is the most important thing that is distracting you? It's not the word itself. The most important thing that is distracting you, that is what you should be attacking. That is your data cleaning problem.
Good.
Think about it. Your let's go back to our relationships, Abby. Are we together? Let's go back to our relationships. This guy that you are dating right now, if somebody asks you, why are you not marrying this guy? You discover that he's probably very handsome. He comes from a well-to-do family. You know, he is well presented and presentable. He went to a good school. The only problem why you never marry this guy now because he no get money. True of us, most of the cases, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have money. That is the noise. It has nothing to do with the guy, but it has everything to do with what is not there. So it's not about him, it's about what is not there. It's the same with your girlfriend or your wife. Most of the time, we have issues with people, not because of who they are, like their appearance, the what they wear, where they stay, but because of what is not there. What is not there, what you desire to see. Like you want to see somebody who is possesses HWYZ and so on. It's okay. God created him perfect. So look at those letters. There is something. They are all perfect in themselves. The goat weed is there. So whether you take weed or not is not the problem now. The goat weed is there. Goat properly spelled. Nothing is that. There's no problem with goat. Weed properly spelled. You take weed, a lot of it, or maybe a bit. Nothing is wrong with it. But there is something that is missing, that is making that data to appear unclean. Guys, what is that thing? Let us think, guys. Let's think. Are we still here?
Yeah,
Or
Yes,
you're here,
Rapture?
sir.
we are
Rapture, that
here.
happened.
Yeah, we're still here.
We are here.
Okay, I just tried something and then it kind of covered it instead of giving space. So where's the mistake
What did
coming
you
from? Let
try?
me see.
What did you try?
Equal substitute A17,
Okay,
comma, open.
that's a good attempt. So what is the problem? What is that thing that is distracting you? What's that thing that is
Let me
causing
see.
problem?
What now happened again now? I don't understand. Something I was just what happened again? Like
Oh my god.
This is serious.
God, how did I get myself into this? Why is this thing not working? Should I space between
I think maybe you should space this quotation
the
marks.
two?
No,
Okay,
the
let's try.
quotation marks. Okay.
Okay. Should we enter?
Let's enter. Let's go.
Ah,
Ah,
why is it not saying goats? Goats? Where is the extra goats coming from?
Oh
Please
god.
now help us. God, I beg. Hey God.
Um,
What am I doing wrong? Initially I did
I
it, both
think
of
you
them
did
came
something
together.
the other time. Yes.
Yes, both of them came together. It was not the
Then
space. I was trying to put the now brought out this double goats with. I don't understand. What did I? Okay, wait. Let me close this. Let me close this one.
okay, someone in the comment section is saying you should put space twice and
Space
the
where?
quotation mark.
Space tries. One,
Yes,
two, three. Uh-huh.
and the quotation marks before. I don't know.
Which quotation mark before?
maybe the one you just did now.
Okay, I
Yes.
just put okay, let's see now.
What
What's
if
that?
we
You can.
can we
Let's
find the
try.
space? What if we use find down replace to find the space?
I
Oh, yeah.
I think I tried using find and replace and it didn't work. Oh.
But you know the clean and remove trim and proper work for goat weed, but it's only
Yes,
this
but it didn't work
cow
for the rest.
dung.
Yes.
It's for the rest that
It
this thing
didn't
is
work
not
for the
working
rest.
for. And also like this dung, DU and NG, then the that of chicken as well. And then one.
Just a
Oh,
play, just a play.
Please help us now. Please sir, help us. Oh God.
Uh,
But why is it now double double? Like what did I do?
I love this, your cry for help.
Jane, I think we should close everything first.
That's actually why I deleted the first thing that I had now.
We should
Oh
You
my
know why I love what you guys are doing? It means that you now know what data cleaning is. And when a data analyst, for those of you that enrolled for the data analysis class, when a data analyst comes to tell you this is how much they charge, you better just agree. You get, because it's not easy to know what to do when a data has issues. And this is not just, imagine you have this problem for like maybe 500 roles. Just imagine, put yourself in the shoes of a data analyst, and you have to clean this every day for a particular company. If they ask you how much you want collect, you say 50,000 a month. Huh? Imagine,
God.
your village people, they go don't get wait for your life. Well. So data cleaning is very, very important. Data cleaning, very, very important. The fact that you guys know that there's a problem that needs to be solved is why I'm even very happy. So let's keep trying. Okay, you know what? Let me give you a tip to
Please give
remove
us.
the most important thing in that data. The most important thing is not the words. What is the most important thing?
in this space.
Is to remove the
Is this
spaces.
is the
The space.
space. That is the problem, is to remove the spaces. And do you remember when I was saying to you guys that in Microsoft Excel, comma, full stop, apostrophe, semicolon, all of those things are being understood as what? As a character.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to treat your full stop, your extra space, you have to treat all of those as characters. Do you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Let me see if I can open my Python. I'll just open my Python and I want to show you guys something. But anyway, that's the tip. I'm loading it now. So when it loads, I'll share my screen. That's the tip.
Okay, maybe
Now that
let's
you know
use
that the
I try
most
using the
important thing,
character, Sha.
remove
what?
characters. Or can we use that?
I tried using the character, like, but I don't know if I was doing it wrong, but it did not work for me. Oh.
Try it again. Let's see.
Okay, just give me a moment. Let me get my book where I wrote it down. Sorry, just a moment, guys.
But that student, you get book.
I get book as well. Ah, book there beside me.
So
Okay. So yes, I'm back. Oh, I'm back.
mm,
Welcome.
you're,
Okay, so
you're
let
welcome
me
back.
just give me a moment. Let me try it again. Uh, okay. Okay. So I think I wrote the formula down. Old tests. New tests. Good read. Comma. True. Okay. See what I did here.
So did you get the answer?
No, it
No.
brought in value error.
Mm.
What did I do wrong? Could you just help us correct this one? I promise we'll not ask you another one.
Okay, let me write the formula somewhere and then maybe share my screen.
Okay, thank you. Should I stop
But
sharing?
I'm still not doing this assessment for you guys. So what I'm
Okay.
going to do is I'm going to I'm going to share I'm going to tell you how you can remove spaces between two between a word, a space between a word, a single word. Okay. Let me just write my notes and then share my screen, show you guys.
Should I stop sharing?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
So let me. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
Yes, it's coming up.
yeah, it's up now.
So, all right. So John Peter is the word I have there, right? Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Yes,
it is.
yes,
yeah,
Good. So this has been the problem. You want to
exactly.
remove the space between H and N. Okay.
Yes.
So there are. Let me give you guys the ways that this can work. I need you guys to read about the left function, read about the right function, read about how you can use substitute to solve this, and then replace. Let me think. Let me think. It's my notebook coming up. Okay, so should should work. Give me a minute. Can you see my screen, please?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, don't allow this to scare you. This is just some basic coding. Is my class note, so I'm looking for something. Remember, we talked about concatenation in Microsoft Excel, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we have the same thing now in Python. So if you can get this, so but we're not talking about concatenation. Yes, you can add concatenation to one of the things I want you to talk about. I want to see if I have a note on replace or something. How many of you enrolled for our data analysis class?
I did.
Any of- Oh, okay, nice. Only one person. The
I
rest
think
don't.
so. I will by Tuesday.
The
I
rest
will.
don't use their. The rest don't use money. Send give their girlfriend. I be their parents, or they use them go bar go drink.
I will register by Tuesday.
Okay. I keep telling people I spend in the US. I spend like $1,000 to learn just Python, just Python programming from an expert. $1,000, guys. So people are here complaining they don't have money to pay for data analysis, which is less than $100. I just they laugh when you
It's
hear
Nigeria.
data scientists, data analysts are getting paid up to 60, 70, 100, depending on your years of experience. And data scientists get as high as 150, 200 a year. You think that these people are joking?
It's Nigeria economy.
Uh, Replace. Good, 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 good. Can you see this? Can you see the replace function here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, okay, let me just. I know this is not what I'm supposed to be talking about, but let me say I want to. There's already a course here, which is course data analytics. Okay. So, assuming I say something like, um, someone give me your name here, please.
Jane.
Jane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you
So,
zoom your
I
screen a
have.
little bit, please? Sorry.
You say what?
Can you zoom your screen a little bit, please?
I can't zoom. Except I go this way.
Okay, thank you. That's fine.
Oh yeah. So name is
Jane.
what's your second name?
It's NSA.
Nse.
Yes.
Okay, so N S A.
E.
Is it E? Okay.
Yes, Nse.
All right. So I have print name. So I have Jane Nse. Good. And now Jane is about to get married to David. So when Jane goes to the wherever she goes to these days, and then she says, "Oh, I just got married to David." And they said, "Okay, we have your details as Jane Nse, but we are going to get back to you to change it to Jane David." So what the person is probably going to do is come over here and say, "Jane, please."
David. Jane David. Okay.
Insane. Insane.
Mm. David.
You see that now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So we don't. The only thing we need to do now is to just go ahead and replace it. We don't need to go to all Jane's documents. So that is how it works. And imagine all these codes you see here are things that people don't get to see them. They work in ATM machines, in banks, just automated stuff like that. I'm also looking for something else to show you guys. I just want you guys to fall in love with how these things apply on daily basis. Um, if you know of append already in your, let me see. Let me see. You can also remove. If I want to remove that David from Jane's name, I can use dot remove. Dot remove will get that sorted. There's something I want to show you before I go back to my ex. Something I was working on. OTP, 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 OTP. Oh, what the heck are you? What the heck are you? Yeah, I've seen it. So, guys, I hope we are not confused and we are still here.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah. So, do you guys remember that thing that um When you go to Facebook, you see something like what's on your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to do something now. So let's imagine I am the guy behind Facebook. So I would say something like Facebook, okay, equals to input. Then I put something like what's on your mind. Maybe what's on your mind, Jane, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I do this. Then when Jane puts whatever it's in her mind, I'll now print. This is what you will see when Jane puts whatever is in her mind. She'll now say, "This is what's on your mind." Okay, so can you see this? What's on your mind, Jane? Can you see? There is something like a square coming up here. Are you guys following me, please?
Yeah.
There's something like a square coming up here, and the cursor is blinking. So probably Jane will come and be like, um, I want to pay Star David's room price. So that's what she's been thinking, whether she likes it or not. Then she goes to Facebook and puts this, and then when she's done, she will hit enter.
Mm.
Can you now see? Now it
Uh,
has been printed. This is what's on your mind. I want to pay. So all of this is what only Jane will see this. Only Jane will see this. Only Jane will type this at first. The moment she click on paste or post or whatever or send or enter, this is what people will see. I want to pay Mr. Davis groom price. Do you guys see how this thing works in real life?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, this is your OTP. Enter your 4-digit OTP here. This is from a bank. And they will tell you maybe some, let's say, let me just put something like full stop. Then I say it it will last for 4 seconds. Okay. And then let me run the code again. Sorry. Let me interrupt this. Uh-huh. Run this code again. Good. You see here, enter your 4-digit PIN, OTP. Um, Trying to expand it. Good. Enter your 4-digit OTP here. It will last for 4 seconds. So you come and say maybe 4 digit 5432. Where I go now? Okay, yeah. 5432. And then when you are done, you hit enter. Kindly confirm your 4-digit OTP. This is what you will see before you send it to people. I'm just trying to, because sometimes we are using these things all the time and we don't even know how best we can use it. So look at replace. Also look at there's something I mentioned: left function, right function,
Concatenation.
substitute,
Concat-
replace. What else?
Concatenation.
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 Concatenation. Good. Concatenation. So read how you can use these 4 things. And then for John Peter, let's imagine we are saying John. This is not clean. This is not a clean data. The most important thing there is what? is your space. It's not even the John that you are looking for. You want to work with the space. So to get that sorted, you do what? Click on John, which is your text, put your comma, and what is that most important thing, which is your old text, is your space. So you put it in a double quotes, put your space in a double quotes, put your comma, and what is your new text? Your new text is you don't want a space. So you put your double quotes, no space, close it again, and then close your bracket and hit enter. Now see,
Oh,
Please show us again.
yeah, yeah. You love my
I
voice.
just, I
Just
just,
say
I just,
I should repeat it,
oh,
or the magic was too fast for you.
I just want to see the formula
I think
itself when you were typing it, so
Well,
I
look
can just
at the
write it down.
formula bar. You would see it is right there. Let's look at
Yeah.
another word. Let's look at another word like Jane. Let me use another person before Jane go. They follow me up for dream. Someone else should give me name. Let me check the
micro,
comment section. Okay, let me
micro
use
space,
Jide. Let me use Jide.
micro space soft. Okay.
Let me use Jide. This time around, I am putting J and there's a space before Ide. So we'll probably go equals to substitute. Oh, this is our text, comma. Our old text is that space. You put your space in a double quotes, comma. Our new text is no space. So double quotes twice, no space, and then you hit enter. Jide. Are we together?
yes, sir. But can you please do it with John and Peter like this?
Yes, John and
John and
Peter.
Peter. This is where
Yes.
Yeah.
I will still give you guys an what is it? I'll still
What?
give you guys a tip. John and Peter, because the two words, there are two words here. If you
Mm.
do something like John and Peter, let's say substitute.
Substitute.
Let's do it now. And you do this, you want to substitute, you have your old text is space, right? Then
Mhm.
your new text is without space.
Mm.
And then this is what you are going to see. Enter. You see John
Mm.
and Peter together.
Mm. Mm.
But this is not what we want. Hmm? This is
Yeah.
not what we want.
Yes.
So, for us to solve this problem, let me drop a note for you on the Discord server. I need you guys to by next
Mm.
week. I need you guys to go and use the wordings or whatever I've typed there. Try to see how you can. Let me copy this. I yeah. No, no, no. Have you guys seen it?
No, your
Not
screen is
yet.
not coming up.
You're not sharing your screen.
Check your Discord server. It's right there, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
So there are different functions you can try this with. I need you guys to read up, try it on your own. If it works, then you can apply it to the assessment.
Let me try it now.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
Yes, I saw it.
Good. So I've just dropped the second way. So you see method one and method two. Is anyone trying it?
Yeah.
I'm
I need
trying
to
it
go
now.
to my okay. Need to go to my class index match so that we can method one. Let me see if I can send my third method across. Are you guys enjoying this class at all?
Yeah.
So there are a couple of methods, but let me just drop the third method. I'm sure this should work, and then any of them should work really. Use any of them, and let me know how it goes.
Babe, you're right.
Mr. David.
Another place you can befriend. How many of you have heard of Stack Overflow before? Stack Overflow.
Yeah, it comes up when you're looking for a formula. If you Google any solution.
Yeah, you can go to Stack Overflow, get on board Stack Overflow, make friends.
Stack Overflow.
Yeah, make friends, and also get on board a platform like Quora. You've heard of Quora. Those two platforms, those are places you can go and ask some of these interesting questions of yours. Okay, let
Mr.
me
David, I
save this
tried.
because
Let me see.
I'm not attending to questions again on that. Try any of those methods, then go to these platforms I just mentioned. I need you guys to learn how to research. You
Please,
can use any
especially
of
for
those
that
methods.
Quora.
If it doesn't work on your laptop, then go to Stack Overflow and go to Quora. There
Is
are
the
people who
Quora
have done
series? The spelling for
what?
Quora, please. Quora.
Quora.
Q.
Yes,
Okay.
Quora.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I thought
QU,
this.
yes, QORA.
Okay. Thank you.
Go and register on the platform. It's a very important platform. Okay, guys, let's do something serious with our life right now. I've been here solving your own problems and forgot that I need to move on with this class. Some of you that are not praying that I should blow and have billions of naira. It's like you don't know what is good for you in your life. There is. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I wanted to. Uh, Now, when you think about who remembers what we did on VLOOKUP,
I
let me
do.
use the remaining 1 hour to attempt to tell you guys about index match. So next week we are going into small coding in Excel. So get prepared, guys. Who remembers what we did in VLOOKUP? Oh?
I remember.
I think. Oh,
Okay, if you remember, using VLOOKUP, get me the profit of swaps.
Okay. Should we
Yes,
say
someone
it
should try it.
or like
Say it now.
equals VLOOKUP,
I think I think
Okay. Hmm?
open bracket, click on E3, lookup value,
look up
swaps,
value.
Who is this
comma,
person? Jane?
it's Jane, yes, comma, table
Uh-huh.
array, select the entire table,
Okay.
comma, column index, column index 4,
Column index.
yes, column index,
This
it's the 4, this is column index
this
4,
one on 3. Is it not the
Are you
profit?
sure?
it's
A
on D,
3.
it's
Is
not
it
on
not the
D,
profits?
yes, okay, it's 3, sorry,
Is there
3,
column 3?
Okay.
comma, range profit, lookup range profit,
Which one be profit again?
sorry,
Where is the
sorry,
No,
sorry,
not
profit?
sorry,
profit
sorry,
again. It's
I'm a bit
bracket
confused.
close.
Bracket
Huh?
close, please.
Bracket
Bracket
close then
close.
enter.
Exact
You
match.
forgot there is true match and exact match.
I said exact match.
Okay.
Enter.
So let's see. All right. So this is our profit in dollars. Good. All right. So the question now is, what if you are looking for the revenue and the profit? How do you do it using VLOOKUP?
Use column 2 and 3.
I think VLOOKUP only do one column at a time. It doesn't do both.
Okay. The person that said I should use column 2 and 3. Did you just laugh at yourself?
Yes, exactly.
So now I'm glad we understand that there are certain limitations to VLOOKUP, right?
Yep. Sorry, someone from the comment section is saying that you should zoom your screen, Mr. David.
I don't zoom this screen. Oh. Let me zoom. If I zoom it again, you probably will not see the entire thing. Okay, this time around, um, I can't zoom it more than this really. This time around, guys, I want us to, using index, this is the question, find the profit of Perrin. Okay, using index, find the profit of Perrin. In other words, let me use blend this time around. Let me use blend. So we have blend. What exactly is index? We are going to explain that using the formula, of course. So we have something like, what is the question? Using blend, using index, find the profit of Perrin. In this case, using index, find the profit of blend. So we are going to go ahead and say equals to index. And can someone read what it says about index there?
Returns a value or reference of the cell at the intersection of a particular row and column in a given range.
Exactly. So index is like, do you guys remember that line you when you were in secondary school or high school? That line you always draw to cross to divide.
It is
How am I going to put this? Like there's a line that you can normally draw that cuts across the y and x axis.
okay.
Do you guys
Yes,
remember something like that on
Yeah,
in
yeah,
your
yeah,
yes,
in your
yes, yes,
yeah,
mathematics? So
yeah.
you
yes.
have your x axis going up, right? Or rather below, and your y axis is the vertical axis. So there's always this line when you're asked to plot a graph, and then you need to trace something from the x axis to the y axis. You definitely use a ruler and then put a straight line that cuts in, connects those two dots. Do you guys
Yeah.
remember?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, kind of.
Abi una no go secondary school. No, una answer now.
We
Me, I
do.
don't
I do.
remember, so that's
From
why I'm
here, I
quiet.
Yeah,
remember.
super.
I remember. If you did
Aha,
physics, mathematics, you remember.
exactly. Nah, this is not small maths now, not too hard. So if you remember, that is exactly what index does. Okay, index is basically reference. Anytime you think about index, remember keywords like reference and intersection. Intersection is that line that cuts across one thing, connects it with the other. Reference is that you are looking for a particular number in X line, which we call intersection. So when you are looking for the index of blend, what it means is that you are basically telling Excel, oh yeah, help me to count. Where can I find blend? And what are the values for blend? If you see it, let me know. Do you understand it now? So you are
Yes.
sending Microsoft Excel on an errand to look for a word. Somebody comes to the bank. Hey, you people have taken my money. Oh, you people should give me my money. Oh, give me my money. Oh, and then they send you a word like someone who is proficient with Microsoft Excel. Please, so this woman is about to put trouble. Why is it always women? Can a man do that? Okay, yeah,
Yes, men do that.
yes, especially the mad ones, the ones that have feminine energy. Or
Oh,
they
you say
or
that
they
you have
probably
masculine energy? That's
or
masculine
they probably
energy.
go to the male energies, they just go there with their gun or their knife, or they go with their hand. They no to talk, just slap one person there, everybody go register. But the woman will go remove her head tie and put it on her waist. I am here, I'll finish you people. Hey, bam, yeah. She will start hitting everywhere. Meanwhile, the person she's talking to is just looking at her. But she don't scatter everything for the bank go far. But she never touch this person. But the man will go there. The first person now to collect slap. Then people can start talking. So now you guys will experience this type of thing, and then you have a message from the front end guys telling you to look up for a range of data. So you use your index match. Don't go and type mad woman because that is not her name. But you just tell them to give you her name. Maybe her name is Peter, or no, a woman cannot be a Peter. Maybe her name is Jessica or Jane. Jane doesn't look like someone that can cause trouble. Anyway, so
Nah.
her name is Jessica, and then you look for Jessica's name in the bank's database. And how do you do that? You simply send an errand to Microsoft Excel using Excel, to Microsoft Excel using index match.
Okay.
So what Excel is going to do is that let me just clean this. Let me clean this formula. Let me teach you. Let me show you what Excel does when you do. So this is the first. This is your column, right? Your column title. So Excel is going to look for your value this way. It's going to, if you tell Excel to look for it at a particular column, so it's going to just go down. It's going to move that way. Of course, it's not going to do this to show you it's doing it, but this is how it moves. This is how the back end moves, right? It looks, and when it sees it, what does it do? He stays there. That is, he stops moving. He stays there and then looks at your next instruction. If you want it to, now you've gotten the name of this person, and I've told you the column number where this person's name is, which is what? Column B, row 15. That is where this person is located. So look for where you have row 15, column B, stay there, and then look for the next thing I want you to do. I want you to look for the revenue or the profit. So Excel is going to return those values to you, either of them. Is this explanation, does it make sense? Is it gonna stick now?
Yes.
Good. Because there is also a faulty problem with index match, which we are going to be discussing in the next slide. So I'm going to put equals to index. It returns a value. Basically, we are looking for an intersection, right? So we have bracket open. So what is our array? What is our array?
Array is revenue.
Bid 7 to no,
It's our team.
Now
Array is the entire table.
array is the entire table. Are you sure? Okay, let's just try it and see. I love trying things. So I already named this table to be the app table. So comma is asking for the row number. So what role is our blend? What role is it?
Blend is in
B12.
B
B12.
both
B12.
B12.
B12, good. But we are looking for row number, not column and row.
12.
12.
12.
12, good. So bracket close. Let's see if this will work. Ref. So it's showing ref. It means that it's having a problem with the reference. There's a ref error. So, and that ref error comes from the fact that we got the formula wrong. So let's try something else. Index. What should be our array this time around?
Revenue.
Okay. Revenue. What is our row number? 12.
12.
12.
And let's hit
Close
enter.
brackets.
Still showing ref error. So let's try again. Equals to index, comma. Now, by teaching you guys the way
Okay.
I'm teaching you, who can just guess what I'm trying to do?
You're trying to make the class interactive to make sure we are following.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
1 point.
You're trying to make us see our error.
Okay,
Problem
another
solving
1 point. The most important thing, those points
You
are
want us to learn
excellent.
from
The
our
most
mistakes.
important, what?
You want us to learn from our mistakes.
Good. However, the most important thing I am teaching you in my advanced Excel classes is, even if you don't know how to use a formula, when you do what is called troubleshooting, you would get your answer. It may take longer, especially if you don't know how to use it. But when you understand how troubleshooting works and how to follow the instructions under a particular function, you will definitely get your answer. I worked with somebody some time ago. This was years back. Very excellent guy. But there are some functions each time he always come to my office. He's asking questions. One day I called him and I said, "Look, you already know what how this code works. Next time, instead of always coming back to me, go through the instructions. If you are using Excel, for instance, go through the instructions. He's already telling you the first thing is an array. The second thing is your roll number. Shikina. So you can either ask yourself, what array should I insert into this formula? And what roll number should I insert into this formula to give me what I'm looking for? But once you get that, you've gotten your answer. Do you guys understand me?
Yes.
So if
Yes.
I come now and tell you guys, okay, I want you guys to use any of the VLOOKUP or any of the lookup functions to solve for this problem. And you go and maybe make your research, you discover under lookup functions, we have H lookup, we have V lookup, we have X lookup, we have index, we have index match, we have complex index match. Okay. You don't know where to begin from. But guess what? Each time you insert any of those functions into your Excel, you already know the next step to take. Does this make sense, people?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that you will not make a mess of yourself when someone says go and do something. You're always coming back to ask questions when you know that the answer is right there before you. All you need to do is what is called troubleshooting. So there's something we've not looked at. There's something we've not looked at. So we've looked at the array, we highlighted all. The next one, we highlighted just the revenue. Okay, now let's highlight only the profits. And then what next? We look for the roll number, which
The
is
roll
12.
number too.
And then what else? Bracket
Bracket.
close and then hit
But I
enter. Will
cannot
it
see your
work?
screen
No.
again.
Oh.
What? So what else have we not tried?
Apps.
Equals to index, bracket
Are the
open,
apps?
Apps. You've
apps.
not
Let's
tried the
try
apps.
this one.
Apps.
Comma, row 12. This time
12.
around, I want to put my column to be column 3. Enter. Ref.
Yeah.
So who can tell me what could be the problem? What could be the problem?
I think. Okay, so I think we're supposed to select like the entire table. Have we done that?
Okay.
Yes, we've
We've
done
done
that.
Okay.
that.
That was the first thing we did. I think. I think that
We've
was the
done
first
that.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Let us think, my people. Everybody don't shut
Okay.
down.
We are thinking now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, think. I'm waiting.
Okay, what if we select both the profits and both the profits column? Say we are looking for profits and the apps column.
No, that will not work.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you guys where all of you messed up big time. Now,
Why is
can
it saying
somebody tell me
March?
why we were using rule 12? Can someone explain to me why we were using rule 12?
I think we're actually working on blend. You want to find
Okay. So we're supposed to use the blend, not the one in
So
the.
are you why are you using rule 12? Can someone tell me why are you using rule 12?
We're
because
working on
that's where the
getting
blend is.
profit of blend.
You're supposed to
If you are
use them.
using rule 12, I hope you know that you are also in, you are supposed to highlight the entire cell. There is nothing on rule 1, there's nothing on rule 2, there's nothing on rule 3, 4, 5. Our data started from rule number 7,
7.
ended
Mm-hmm.
in rule number 16.
16.
So, in which heaven did you people confuse me that it is rule 12 we should be calling and not counting
Row
what
5.
we have in our data
Row
to be
5.
1,
Row
2,
5.
3, 4, 5?
5.
Ah, what if you have big
Oh,
data? That's the way we'll be counting rows.
Even the small baby there is counting row 5 for me.
Oh my god. Oh my.
okay. Is it in plan?
So I'm going to tell you where we got it wrong. Equals to index. Now,
The
when
noise
they
is
are
too much
asking
now.
you for your array, are we still here?
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
here.
sir.
When they are asking you for your array in index, it is different from
Array
array
in, right?
in other functions like transpose. What else do we use array? Like pivot
VLOOKUPs.
table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In index, when they ask for your array, they are either asking for the entire data set or the data set where you want your values to be returned from. In this case, what do we want to return under blend? We want to see the profit. Are we together?
Yes.
We want to see the profit. And we have two columns that contain revenue and profit.
Profits.
We,
Mhm.
we cannot just come and and highlight profit alone under array and leave the revenue. We have to highlight this to be our array. So it becomes our revenue and our profit. That is our array. And then our column row number is what? Row 5.
5.
Row 5.
You have to put your comma. It's now calling the column number. And you are counting your column number, not the entire table, but the column number where you highlighted your array. How many columns do we have?
3.
2.
Revenue and profit. Who said 3?
Mhm.
Come on, come receive login. Who said 3? We have we highlighted only two columns,
2 columns.
revenue
Yes.
and profit. And what are we looking for? We are looking for
Profit.
profit. So what number does profit fall in as column number?
2.
2. Good. You put 2 and then close brackets. Let's see if the one done by Professor David is going to work.
Of course.
We hit enter. Viola,
Ooh.
Oh
did it
my
work
god.
or not?
Yeah, it works.
Just put your dollars. That's it. To change it to
Number.
now. Let's try another one. Let's try for what should we try for?
Let's try for
Um,
revenue.
Let's try for revenue, right?
Yeah.
So we have this is profits. Sorry, this is profits. And let's look for, oh my god, that's let's look for revenue. So now you've understood how this stuff works. Can someone take me through? How do we get revenue? Equals to
Index.
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 open
Uh-huh.
bracket,
bracket.
Array.
Yeah, I like your revenue and profit.
revenue and
That
profits,
person, they try me.
See, I already.
revenue and profits,
I like all the
Revenue and
Revenue,
revenue.
profit.
revenue
okay.
and profits, comma,
Mm-hmm.
Comma. 5.
1 to 5, yeah.
Row 5.
row 5,
Uh-huh.
Table one,
Command. Column
Comma.
1.
column
column
one.
1.
Good.
1. Then bracket close.
Oh, that's
See
good.
that?
Yes, that's
Well,
fantastic.
Sorry, I have a question.
so this is what we have been looking for, right? Blend.
Please,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, question.
Why did we select column 1? Sorry.
We're
Who
looking for
can answer the
revenue now.
question?
We're looking
Okay,
for
so what?
revenue.
Okay, so revenue becomes the column 1.
We follow the array that we selected.
Oh,
Yeah, we highlighted 2 columns. So
yes. Okay, okay.
automatically
Yes.
revenue becomes column 1.
Okay, thank you.
Guys, in the comment section, any question, please?
There's no
Please,
question.
please, please read questions from the comment section. Any question?
No question.
There's no question there for quite a while now. There's no question there. So
Okay, Esther said the problem was the roll number. Good, 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 good. Please, let's be reading before Esther will finish us. Roll number is 5. So Esther actually got this answer. Oh.
Hmm.
She got this answer. Can you imagine? And we have been here looking at
Please
Jane,
write it.
Lahina, and Samuel and Favor.
Sorry, sir.
oh god. Hmm.
So no question. Good, good, good. That means you guys understand index. Now, can you guys tell me what do you think is the problem with index?
We're counting rows now. That's a big problem.
Um, Counting rows. Good. Remember, if you're analyzing data using Excel, think about soft life. If you don't know what soft life is, ask your girlfriend or your wife. All of them desire soft life. Jane, true or false?
True.
Mhm. Think about soft life. And what is soft life? Spending less time
Fine.
to have quality work done. Spending less time to have quality work done. We cannot be count. What if you have up to 1,000 rows? Are you going to be counting 1,000 rows to locate your
Hmm.
blend or accord or any of those values? By the time you are done using counting, person wey sabi, someone that knows, would use the right formula, and that is where we come into what we call index match. That is why we come into what is called what? Index match. So what exactly is index match? Let me show you guys what match. So we have something like let me say can someone read what match is? Let me zoom out.
With, with
Just give me a minute. Equals to match. What does it say?
returns the relative position of an item in an array that matches a specified value in a specified order.
Exactly. Do you see that there is nothing like intersection or reference? It simply gives you the position of that particular. You don't need to count. It gives you the position of that number or that value. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
So we have match. We want to look for match for fighter. So we have match bracket open. What is our lookup value?
Is a
What is
match
our
for what?
lookup value?
Fighter. That's
All right, that's a
B.
question, not an answer. Be proud. What is our lookup value?
Fighter.
Fight, fighter. What is our lookup array?
The whole table.
No,
The apps table.
the apps
Apps
table.
column.
Hold on.
Half table. Okay.
And then after that, bracket close. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It returns 1. You don't need
Which
to
one?
count it. Let's look at blend. Okay, let's look at blend. Let's type blend. All right. We want to find out what position is blend. We don't want to be counting.
Okay. The position.
So
Okay.
we say match, bracket open. This is our lookup value. What is our lookup array? The entire column, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, bracket close. Enter. What the heck?
Not applicable.
Let me look at. Let me try preparing. Match, bracket open, lookup value, lookup array. So why did your hour not work? Which of you charmed that thing?
Is we walker.
Try. It
Maybe
should
we
work. I don't know why it didn't work.
yeah. Maybe if we
So
should
you
if we
can.
do it again.
It actually tells. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it again. Blend, right?
Yeah.
Please, if you are doing that thing, don't do it. Just wait first. Yeah, let's solve this thing.
Equals match. Mm-hmm. Lookup array. Close bracket. Enter.
Will it work now?
No.
No.
Still not. Still no. Let me see the name. If we spelled it correctly. We did know.
I think we should check another one. Maybe we should swaps.
Okay, let's look at hacker.
Okay.
Okay, D1 is already there, so no, it can't be 1.
That's wrong.
Equals to match, bracket open,
One.
It didn't work.
Blend doesn't work for me yet.
I think
Try
it's
it
doing on
from
the
your
answer
end.
based on the division.
I got it correct.
You got yours correct.
Yes,
No, I didn't bring mine is wrong.
I got it
Yours
correct.
is wrong as
Aka,
well.
Aka is 4. I got it correct.
Yeah,
No, I'm talking
I
of
Blend
mean
is
blend.
the
6.
formula is correct. The formula is correct from my end.
But it's not
I don't
working
know
here.
why. I don't know
It's
why
working.
it's
It's working. It's working here for me. I got it. Blend is 6. Aka is 4.
yours is, yeah. I don't know if there was anything. Let me clear format. Let me try this in a hacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Equals
match
match lookup
lookup
array.
value. Um, let me do this. Seven.
It's blend that doesn't work.
Array.
Aka is on it.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Command.
That is what. Nígbà tí wọ́n
Say
kúrò
what?
níbí báyìí.
Who's that? Jesus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
On the 4. Okay,
Yes.
guys, I just discovered the problem. Please
Okay.
always choose exact match.
Hey, I
You can
wanted to
see
say I took it just now. Yeah, I wanted to say I
I
just
didn't
used
put 0. That was the problem. Can you imagine? This thing want to embarrass my professorial title.
I wanted to say it worked for me when I used it.
Please use exact match. Somebody asked a question sometime. Why are we using exact match or probable
Absolutely.
match?
Mm.
And I don't know who that person is, but that person's question just saved our life right now. Because if you don't use exact match, Excel is going to give you a random number, thinking that is the number. But if you give it an exact match, you are basically telling Excel, you know what? Forget about what you are thinking. E day or no day. If e day, give me that thing. If you know day, just leave it. Right? You're basically telling Excel, I want the exact number, the exact location where this thing is. So let's look for our. There's this one that was embarrassing me before. What the blend,
It's
Abby?
blend.
Let's uh let's blend the nonsense out of it now. So let's try equals to
Equals to
match,
match, bracket open.
lookup value, right? Our
Yeah.
lookup array. We can highlight all of this. You see how I'm suffering because I removed the table thinking it's a table. Kai, then exact match. Then your bracket close and then hit enter.
Mm,
6. So if you want to confirm where is blend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You
6.
see that?
Yes.
Good. So now that we've got this sorted, let us name our table again to make our life easier. Come here, we name it the app table. Already exists. For where
Is there no
um
drop down?
div- division table.
Yeah, it's already called division key.
All right, so we have a division table now. Good. So do we understand what match does now?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Good. So now the trick now is we are now going to combine index and match together to now give us a better formula, a better response, a faster time. So let's look at Misty Watch. It's actually telling us what is the division, what is the profit under Misty Wash, what is the division, and what is the profit. So we are going to use index match. So the question is use index match to solve for the following. So let's try it and see. Equals to index bracket open. What is our array? Our array is going to be everything. Let's try and see, which is our division table. What is our row number? Now, because we are combining index and match, we are not interested in counting it. So what are we going to do? We are going to insert match. And then we are going to open another bracket. When we open that bracket, what are we going to do? We are going to call in our lookup value. And what is our lookup value?
Misty Match.
Misty Wash.
Misty Wash. Good. And then comma. What is our lookup array?
The apps column.
The apps column.
Exactly. And then comma. What else?
And then exact match.
The exact match.
Exact match.
Close bracket.
And then
Close bracket.
are you sure?
No, my own did not work.
Like close like two. Since you used two different formulas, I think we should close like twice.
Yeah, we'll have to. That one day we'll close it twice, but will it
It
give
didn't
us what
work,
we are
though.
looking for? Okay, let's
I don't
hit
know.
enter. It didn't work. You see that pause where I pause? I know say when I fuck up. That's why I pause. Whether somebody will correct me.
The index formula was not completed.
Okay. Can you take me through what happened?
After the match formula that was inserted and you close the bracket, there's supposed to be a comma. Then the column
Oh,
number.
yeah. Let's try
And
it
then,
again.
and then the
Equals
match is
to
supposed to have a semicolon.
index.
I mean,
Is equals to index, open brackets,
Uh-huh.
then the division table, the array.
Then the what?
The array, the whole table,
Array,
division table,
which is the
the
table,
entire
division
table.
table.
Okay.
Then comma, then the match
Uh-huh.
function, match,
Okay.
open brackets,
Uh-huh.
H5, the lookup value H5, that's Misty Wash,
Okay.
comma, then the array,
Lookup array.
that is the app, that's the app table, the
I
app
think it's
column,
the
rather.
division we are looking for.
The app column,
It's supposed to be the division.
The
the
app
app
column.
column,
Okay.
yes,
You have to finish
then
with match.
comma, the exact match,
Exact match.
yes,
Uh-huh.
then you close that bracket,
Okay.
comma,
Okay.
the
Oh,
column
index is out.
number on the division table, that's 1.
1. Okay.
Then you close the whole bracket. Sorry, I think there's a real number.
Utility.
Come on. Yes.
Oh, you got it.
The baby is crying.
Who is this person that just saved our lives right now?
I think it's Samuel.
Olabisi.
Oh, let me
Okay.
see.
Nice command one. Yes.
Joe, you people forgot that we just inserted two formulas, Abby. And then the first formula, we actually inserted the index to help us locate where Misty Watch is instead of counting it. But you forgot that we have an index formula already. Okay, can someone take me? How do we get profit under Misty Watch?
Yeah, equals to
Okay.
index.
Yes. Because index.
Equals to index. Uh-huh.
The whole
Open your
table.
brackets.
Brackets.
Uh-huh.
The
Insert
entire table.
the entire table.
Already the entire table.
Entire table.
Division table.
Division table. So you can just type it or
This
uh-huh.
one,
And a comma.
Comma.
comma,
Mm-hmm.
match,
The match. Yeah.
Match.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, insert this. Open your
open
bracket.
bracket,
Uh-huh.
Brackets. The lookup
lookup
value.
array,
Which
lookup
is
That's
array
what?
profit,
H5. Misty watch. H5.
Mr. Wash.
Okay.
The app table.
That
Comma. The
What
app
else?
table.
another
comma,
comma.
Comma. The app table.
What else?
the apps
And
column,
App
yeah,
table.
the apps column.
Uh-huh.
Comma.
comma, exact
Bracket
match,
close.
Oh,
No,
bracket
exact
close.
match. No, exact
exact
match.
match,
Bracket close.
exact match,
Who
exact,
be bracket close? Who be bracket close?
exact
Yeah,
match,
that's that you.
Uh-huh. What
Yeah.
else?
comma, comma,
No.
Comma.
Comma,
No,
yeah.
bracket close.
comma,
Comma
Who
now.
be comma? Who be comma?
Bracket close.
Bracket
Bracket
close.
close, then comma.
You
Bracket
close the
close, then
bracket.
comma. Then
Now
comma.
this
H2
first
One,
Comma.
two,
bracket.
three, four.
Wait. This first bracket that you are closing. What formula is it closing?
For
the
match.
The match function.
the match formula,
Yeah.
How
the
do
match
you know
of
it's the match formula? Just look at your screen. How do you know that one formula have been closed? What is that thing that shows you that one formula have been closed?
because it's brought out the index formula to shows that it's not
The
completed
same,
yet.
the same color, green and green has been closed. The green that opened it.
Exactly. Hi, this guy.
It's not a guy,
Waiting,
yo. Not guy.
waiting.
Nah, guy.
I know it's
Oh,
not a
you
guy.
know the
You.
guy. Or you
It's not
get
a guy. You.
Eh?
Wait to that guy.
Wait.
It's not a
They
guy.
will
You.
give I that one chance. So, you know, this class is very inclusive. Who is that, please?
Olabisi is not
I'm,
a guy.
I'm hearing a woman's voice,
Olabisi is
but
not
it's
a
facing
guy.
again.
Yeah.
Hey, Olabisi, no vex on me, yeah?
No.
On behalf of my ancestors, my father, my mother, my siblings. Huh? So, Olabisi, where have you been?
She has always been here now.
I've I've
That's
been around,
actually the
but
class.
I'm having a noisy background.
Okay. Olabisi is getting this. She's on point. The green color, okay, it actually shows you that you can see that thing is color green, right? Match bracket open is green, H5 is green, and bracket close is green. A clear, you may not see the color in your formula bar, but if you are working with your Excel sheet, you definitely see that only one function have been closed, meaning you still have another open function here, which is index, and you need to close it. And how do you close it? When you put your comma, what is the next thing it says under index? You
Sorry,
can
we
see
can't see
only
your
index
screen.
The
comes up
column.
now
You are
and
not showing
not
your screen
match.
again,
We
sir.
are not seeing your screen, please.
Oh, all this grammar I just wasted now. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you see there is match, you see there is H5 comma, you see that
Yes.
it is without the comma. Let me open this. Put the exact match. When you close it, you see green. meaning that you have closed the first function or the second function, which is your match formula, with what? Bracket close. And then what do you still see? That your index function is now opening up to tell you that your formula never finish. Oh. So what do? You put your comma because now you have gotten the exact match. And what is your column number now? What are you looking for
Four.
now?
For
Four
profit,
profit.
four.
Four.
You are looking for profit. So it's what? 4.
4.
Four.
And you close your
Close the
bracket
bracket and
Bracket.
enter.
and you hit enter.
Enter. Hey, can I come?
Do you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So the
More.
assignment for this one now, guys, is using data validation, solve for the following. Solve for both cases of profits and revenue and any of the apps. It's going to work in such a way that when you open any of the apps, you have all this. You guys already know how we solve this. So for those of you that think that when you are done with one topic in Excel, that is over, you're never going to use it again. Now we are using our drop down. So if you don't know how we got to this point, go back to the class under drop down, watch it, learn it, come here and apply it in such a way that when you have, okay, let's use accord. Let's solve for accord right now. We have equals to index bracket open. What is our array? Our division table, right?
Yeah.
Our match bracket open. What is our lookup value? Accord. What is our lookup array? Division table, right? Division table. We are going to call in the apps. Okay. Then exact match bracket close, comma. What is our division, which is number 1 column bracket close. You hit enter. Good. So you have utility. Now, when once you come here, choose another one. Let's say weaker. It changes to productivity. Can you see that?
Mm.
You come here, change it to Pirin, changes to game. Did you see that, guys? You
Mm.
come here, change it to swaps, it changes to utility. You come here, change it to cryptis, it changes to game. You can do the same thing for profit. So we have equals to index. What is our array? Division table. Check the comment section. Any question, guys? Comma, our match.
Yes.
I say they're not seeing your screen.
They are not seeing. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that person should check his or her network. So our match, what is our lookup value? This one here. Remember, if you type your lookup value instead of the cell, what will happen? Who can tell me what is likely to happen? If you type cryptis out under lookup value instead of choosing cryptis cell, what is going to happen?
The drop down will not work on it when you are
It's all
clicking the
right.
drop down.
Thank you. God bless. That is Olabisi.
Yes.
Hola, hola. So we have that sorted. We have our lookup array is what is our division table, which is you call in your apps column. Okay, close it. Exact match, don't forget. And that closes your match function. You put your comma. What are we looking for? Revenue column. Okay, which is number 4.
Number
Is it
three.
number 4? Number 3.
Three.
Bracket close, and then you hit enter. So this is it. So each time you change your cryptis, change it to, let's say, hacker, it changes to 950. $957. You change it to blend, it changes to $48. You change it to accord, it changes. So all of them would change alongside. Weaker changes to productivity and this. Are we following, guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
That is how this shit works.
Wow.
So I need you guys to solve for that.
Mhm. Wow. Whew.
Now let's go to complex index match.
Hmm.
It is on the enter bar.
It is well.
It's well, amen.
Yeah.
Should we continue?
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
That person that is who they with you there, I beg.
It's somewhere.
Somewhere.
I
It's
just need a cup of water. I just need a cup of water because I'm trying to. I can't see again.
Somewhere. Is it water you are drinking? Who they? Who they?
There's no one with me here. I'm alone.
Sandra is asking a question you don't understand. Sandra is beginning. Why don't you understand?
Mm.
People see how this life is very funny. When people see classes that are free because it's free, they just enter. Now we have 28 persons out of over 5 or 4,000 persons that showed interest.
Wow.
seriously.
So when you look at people who are very successful in tech, successful in their jobs, you think that it happened by mistake. It didn't. It never. I know how many of my colleagues um, that are way behind in reaching out their goals. I'm not better than them, but when I look at the efforts I put in, when I look at the efforts I put in, those of you that own non-profits in Nigeria, after my Mandela Washington Fellowship, I wanted to, come back and meet some non-profits, help them with their non-profit management, fundraising, try to connect them with the resources I have in the non-profit sector for free, guys, for free. I reached out to a couple of non-profits. They showed enthusiasm, they showed interest, but guess what happened? 90% of them, I was literally begging to have a meeting with these people. And then it dawned on me that it's not just that this was for free. It dawned on me that 90%, if I was using the data I had access to, 90% of people who own businesses in Nigeria or in sub-Saharan Africa, 90% of people who say they want to become X or Y when they grow up or when they do whatever, are actually not putting the efforts that can take them to X or Y. And then I told myself that I was never going to do anything for free for this type of people anymore. So think about it. If you are here and you are planning to be, you've even enrolled for the data analytics class, you are planning to be here to the end and you want to upskill, when you finally succeed, are you going to tell people how you got there or not? Abi, you want use, now God, oh, now God, oh. Yeah, we know it's God. But you and I know that God gave you the grace and inspiration and wisdom to make certain plans, take certain risks, make certain efforts. There is somebody in this class right now that have been begging me to allow him join the premium group because the person is selling what is it called? Scratch card. This scratch. scratch card, you can use it to recharge your SIM card. Hello, are we still here?
We are here, oh, Jane.
Yes, we are here, sir.
I'm
Yes,
here.
yes.
I'm here.
Well, yeah.
This is what this person is selling. And she told me that she had to save up to 2 months, sorry, up to 2 weeks to even pay. When I looked at those type of people and the effort they are making to upskill, I feel so very proud of them. And then you see people spending a lot of money to leave Nigeria, go to the Western world. They want to start all over, start afresh. You think they are stupid? They waste so much money. Even myself, when you think about all these things, think about the efforts. Tomorrow, people see you living the life you've always wanted to live, traveling,
Yes,
going
sir.
to places, doing things.
Go and call and
They
marry.
say, "Ah, forget that guy. Now, Yahoo boy, they do charm. That's what people they do." So please, all I'm saying is value this little effort you are making. This is what is going to keep you apart from the crowd. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
Value them, even if you have a job, but look at your ability to upskill as something very, very crucial so that you can always be at the top of your game. So, this is our last class for today. I'm going to be looking at complex index match. What is other words called matrix lookup? How many of you have watched the movie The Matrix?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, we also have matrix for Excel. Oh.
Wow.
Now, there's a problem under match function. You discover that match function can only look at lines like this.
Yes.
Match function cannot look at two lines like this. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
For instance, let's say something like names ex boyfriend, ex unfriend, ex husband, ex. Okay, let's even use
Ex
new
sugar.
husband. Old.
Sugar mommy.
Okay, who is that person talking?
No.
No, no, mention your name, just your name. That's what I want. No fear. It has to be Jane. Samuel.
Yep.
Okay. Samuel is not gay. Samuel, are you gay?
I'm not. No, never.
Uh-huh. So you don't need an ex-boyfriend here. Let me remove you.
Okay.
Who is the lady that is active in the comment section? Because I want to use this. Okay, Sandra. Okay, let's imagine Olabisi is gay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so this is all of you. Jane, ex-boyfriend is OB, ex-man friend is. So you discover that two things. If we have equals to this plus this. No, 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 no. Can you see my screen, please?
No.
So we have.
No.
Oh, okay. So we
Sure,
have
Mr. David.
equals
The
to
answer is already on our Excel. The answer to the
which
question
answer?
is in my Excel file.
Good. Now under complex index match, in match cannot work on two rows together. We know that these two rows we are considering them to be one column.
Yeah.
Ex-boyfriend is one word, but we've
Mm-hmm.
decided to introduce two columns, sorry, two rows to
So for one
explain the
column.
differences, right? So the way we can work with matrix like this is to make sure that we force. There are different ways. There are three ways actually. One of the ways is to make sure that we force the two rows to become one so that we can be able to use our match function. Because match, remember, works with just one single line of row, one single line of column. It doesn't do these multiple rows. That's why it's called complex index match. So instead of having ex boyfriend, ex man friend, new husband, old sugar daddy, past revenue, today's revenue, future forecast, present forecast, um, first world country, second world country, third world country. I don't know. There's a fourth world underground country. um, Instead of having those kind of depictions, and every time you have these divisions, always remember that you may not be able to use your normal index match. Does this explanation make sense?
No.
Does this explanation make sense?
No, sir.
No.
No.
Okay, let's go back to our match. When we were solving for match, were we solving for, okay, let's say we have apps. Let's say we have something like today's apps. We have something like past revenue and today's, no, let's say actual revenue,
A profit.
actual profit, or let's say actual revenue,
Actual revenue.
it wasn't, this is not what we're working with. We're working with simple division, apps, revenue, and profit. We can choose to see actual revenue and actual profit. And the two of them are actually in two rows, not one column. If actual revenue was in one column, then we would have gotten it. For instance, let's look at cryptis. Let me type cryptis. So I say equals to cryptis. Let's do match function again. Sorry, equals to match. Our lookup value is what? Cryptis, right?
Cryptis. Mm-hmm.
I should have typed it somewhere. Let me type cryptis here. A person that say you don't understand, I just came back to explain why match doesn't work the way we want it to work. So equals to match, lookup value scriptis, lookup array. What is it? Apps. So don't
Apps.
forget now. Haba.
No, forget.
Then after that, what else?
Match
Exact
type.
Exact
match.
match.
Exact match.
And then bracket close and then enter. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Mm.
So you have two. Now I want to remove this table. Sorry. I want to remove the table. So now we have two columns here. We have two rows under title. Two of them, the same title, right?
Mhm.
What color was that? Blue
Mm.
Dark blue.
and then red. So this is our column. So let's try it again. Let's try cryptis.
Let me see what.
Let's name our table. Good. So let's try it. I don't know, maybe we can just put some name here. Uh, let's just put name. So let's try cryptis. Are we still here, please?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So now you see that we have um this want to use this cryptis. Good. So we want to select today's apps, actual
Mm-hmm.
revenue, actual profits. So we want to look for the actual revenue for
Cryptis.
cryptis. So What are we using? Index, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our array are going to highlight all of this. Don't forget. What do you see? It has how many headings?
I think it's taking only the first one.
What?
It
Actual one
has
and
two
actual
headings.
two.
Actual one and actual two.
Good. Actual
No, there's
one
an
and actual two.
and actual two.
And then it has table 3 with
Mm-hmm.
headings. Hashtag
Mm-hmm.
all.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Good. And after that, what else? We put our
Match.
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 So what is our
Lookup
lookup
array.
value? Cryptids.
Cryptis.
What else? Lookup array. What are we looking for?
The
The
app
entire
school.
table.
No. Today's
The
apps.
entire.
Today's app
Okay.
school.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Good. So we're going to highlight all of this. Comma. Exact match. Right?
Mm.
Close
Our
bracket.
column number. What is our
No.
column number? I just want to see if this will work. What is our column number? We're looking for profit.
4.
2.
4.
It's
4
two.
or 2?
2.
2.
It's
Bracket
two.
close. Can you see what it says now?
Cryptis.
Can you see?
Profit.
What did it return?
Profit.
Profit.
It.
Is that supposed to be so?
No.
No.
No. So there's a problem, right? And the problem is that we just gave it. This is a problem. This thing here, this one here is the
Mm-hmm.
problem because we just highlighted 2 columns. Can you see? We highlighted 2 columns. Meanwhile, when we're highlighting for this one, we choose only the apps, the content of the apps. So it now knows that there are 2 columns. Sorry, there are 2 rows instead
Acting
of
as one
1,
column.
and it's returned something that is not supposed to return. Cryptis is supposed to be 219.58,
Okay.
but it's returning profit for us. So each time you have rows like this and columns like this, think about complex index match. That person that said they don't understand, do you understand now?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. So now let's go back. That's why I wrote this, and I had to put this together.
Okay.
For this to work, under complex index match, one of the first methods is to make sure that you put all of them in the same row.
Okay.
That is why I put equals to X, and then I put my ampersand and put boyfriend, and then I hit enter.
Hmm.
And then I drag all the way down. So that when I am choosing this column, I'm not going to choose these 2 rows. Because when you choose these 2 rows, you are going to get error. You are not going to get any of these values. But when you choose one row, which works well with our normal index match, then you are going to get your answer. Do you still understand, or is confusing? At this point, if it's confusing, please just go and eat your food. When you come back, you watch the recording. I want to finish this. I'm taking my time to explain this in the simplest of way possible. Now let us solve for this. We want to check the budget revenue, and when we come here, we want to also check the actual revenue or actual profit. So we want to select it in such a way that anytime we choose actual profit, we have our answer here. anytime we choose another thing like budget profit. Remember, what do we have? We have actual revenue, actual profit, budget revenue, budget profit. So anytime we choose actual revenue for fighter and app, we should have 261.96. Anytime we choose actual profit, we should have this. Anytime we choose budget revenue, we should have this. Anytime we choose budget profit, we should have this. There's no how you are going to use your normal index match to solve this. So we are going to get across. Let's get this started. Should we continue?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
So let's try this, guys. Let's try this and see. So we have equals to
Index.
x bracket open. What is our array? We are looking for budget profit.
Mm-hmm.
Our array is what?
Budget
The
profit.
table.
All of this.
Third.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we together?
Yes.
That is our array. So, comma, what is our row number? How do we get it?
What are we even looking for?
Is it fighter that we're working for?
What are we looking for?
We
Is
are
it actual
looking,
profit?
we are
Is it
looking for budget profit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And
Row
we are
number
looking
4.
for weaker.
5.
okay? That's one, two, three, four,
5.
five. That's five.
Are you serious? Somebody still counting. Ah,
Use March.
like some of you are hungry now. March,
March.
bracket open. Our lookup value, weaker. Our lookup array is what?
The app.
The
Apps,
app table.
exact match, bracket close. Good. Now this is a complex index match. Under normal circumstances, we are supposed to close this formula by putting our what, comma, and then choose
Command
our
and
budget
column number.
profit column, which is column number what?
Mm. Column number 4.
Column number 4. But you and I know that given the example
It
that
won't
we
work.
presented the last time, if we put column
It
number
won't work.
4, we are going to get error. True or false?
That's true.
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 Good. So to make this better for us, we are going to insert another match function.
Mm.
So we have match, bracket open. And then this time around, what is our lookup value? Our lookup value is what? Budget,
Budget profit.
Comma.
what is our lookup array? Our lookup array will now be all of this. I'm very sure this is not going to work, but let me just try it. 0, close your brackets, close your bracket. Enter. Yes, thought as much. So who can tell me what the problem is? Hello, guys.
Yes, we are here.
We are here.
Who can tell me what the problem is?
We don't know. Why is it beating me?
Oh my god.
Oh, boy. Why it was shut down.
Don't worry. This is the last thing we'll do today. I don't want to pass 3 hours in class. You guys can always come back. I want to end my class with you guys next week. So that's why I'm still trying to make sure that I take my time to explain this.
Mm.
All right. So let me try something else.
Some people are answering on the comment section.
What?
There are some answers on the comment section. They say we've not completed the index formula. We need to force the headers together.
Okay, fold the headers together. Okay. All right, guys. Nice one, nice one. I'm looking at the comments now. We now have to good, good, good. Okay, would be the headings. Nice. But we are going to be looking at this actually. We are going to be looking at all of this. So let's go back and check. So let me play around this by myself and see how I can. So this is my lookup value, comma, a lookup array. We have column,
Mm-hmm.
exact match, match. So for this one, we are going to come here. We are going to click this and we put our ampersand because we are looking for the two and this. Can you
Yes.
see that? Then you put your comma, our
Mm-hmm.
lookup array,
The old table and the app table. The app column rather.
the apt column.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is not our array. We are looking for budget and profit. So what is going to be our lookup array?
Budget revenue and profit revenue.
Good, but we can't highlight the two columns. So what are we going to do? The two rows. What are we going to do?
We merge them together.
Mesh them together. So we should have done that before we even start this. So we come here equals to this and
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we're
that's
supposed to merge them
right.
together. We're supposed
Yeah,
to merge them
yeah.
together.
Yeah, supposed to merge them together. I was thinking about it too, but
Yes.
I was like, what's doing?
This is how they keep thinking. And they don't want to say anything. So now let's go back to our formula. We have equals to index, bracket open. What is our array? All of the
The
numbers here,
entire.
right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
number.
What else? Comma, match, comma. What
Comma.
is our lookup
Match.
value? Wika.
We can, yeah.
What is our lookup array? The apps, because that is where we can see
The
our
apps.
Wika,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
comma, exact match, right?
Delete match, yeah.
Bracket
Mm-hmm.
close.
Close bracket.
But because
Mm-hmm.
it's a complex index function, what do? We
We put another
insert
match.
another match function.
Not doing much.
And so what do? Bracket open. What is our lookup value? What are we looking for? Budget
Budget and
and
profits.
And
profit,
profit.
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 or anything that is
Ampersand.
inside that box. So we have budget and then ampersand
Ampersand
and
and
then profit.
Profit.
profits. Yes.
When you are done, what else? You put
Comma.
your comma. And this
Comma.
time around, what is our lookup array? Our
Um.
lookup array,
It's that one that we meshed together. That's what we should put.
exactly. That's our lookup array. You are going to highlight all of this instead
Mm-hmm.
of all of this. Okay. When you
Mm-hmm.
are
Mm-hmm.
done, put your comma and what? Exact match,
Exact
Exact
match.
bracket close, and bracket close. This bracket close ends the second match function, and the last bracket close ends the first index max function. And then you can either choose to say enter or probably just zero, and that's it. This time around, we use enter. Let's see if it will work. Did it work?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me reduce my screen so that we can confirm everything. Good. So now we have Wika. The budget profit is 22.33. Let's confirm.
Yeah, that's
Wika,
correct.
this is it. Budget profit is 22.33. Is that correct?
Yep,
Yes.
that's correct.
Good. So let's change this to actual
Profit.
profit. Actual
Profit.
profit, it has changed to 2.55. Is that correct? Let's.
Yes.
So if you look at all of this is what we are looking for. So you can see how complex index match works. So let's look at actual revenue. It changed to 22.37. This is it, actual revenue. Let's look at budget revenue. Budget revenue. It changed to what? 5,265 budget revenue. Hello, people. Should we try
Hello,
another
sir.
thing before
No,
we?
sir.
Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Should we try another example, or do you
Yes.
all understand?
Yes, please.
Let's
Just,
try another
just,
example.
just a last example.
Another example.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's look at Hacker. So we want to look at budget revenue. Okay, let's look at budget revenue for Hacker. So what are we doing? Equals to, take me through, index,
Index.
Index.
bracket open. What is the array?
In the entire.
Get
The entire, you don't finish, full stop, bro.
Comma.
Comma,
Match
match,
function.
bracket open. What is our lookup value?
I'm saying
Ah,
lookup value is
Hacker.
Is what?
Hacker.
Hacker, okay. Comma. What is our lookup array?
What are we looking for even?
You're looking for
Apps.
budget revenue.
What's our lookup array?
Apps. The apps column.
The apps column, because that is where Hacker it belongs.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Comma, exact match, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Bracket close. What else?
Close. Comma match. Open bracket.
Okay. What are we looking for now?
I'm not seeing even.
Lookup value.
We're looking
Lookup
for
value. Lookup value is the actual. This for
budget and revenue.
budget and
Budget.
revenue.
And
Ampersand
and
revenue.
ampersand revenue. Good.
Revenue.
Comma. What else? Lookup array. What's our lookup array? All
budget
of
and
this,
If
revenue.
Is the
that's
ones put
match.
together.
Everything.
Oh,
comma, exact match, right? Then
Yes.
you
Yes.
close your bracket, closes the first match formula, close your
Yes.
second
Close
bracket, and it
second front.
closes the index match formula, and then you hit enter.
Enter. Ah,
You see that?
Yes, sir.
yep.
yeah.
So we can confirm to be sure. Hacker. This is hacker, right?
Yes.
So is it correct?
Yes.
Yes. It's correct.
So we have budget revenue is 85,000. So if you change this to budget profits, changes to what? Sorry, changes to budget profit, changes to 95. So is that correct? Budget
And
profits
yes,
95.
sir.
I have a question, Mr. David.
So we are going to end the class here today. Next week when we come, I'm going to be talking about how you can solve array function with control shift and enter. And then array, or let me just finish this thing today because I don't want to come back to this sheet. Next week, please. Let me just finish, please. If you are tired, just get out. Can listen to the can listen to the recording later. I'm behind time. Yes, questions, please. Questions?
I have a question, but it's not on index.
What is it on? I'm
Hello, can you
listening.
hear me, sir?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Are you guys hearing her?
Not
Yes, we
at
can.
all.
She's not talking. I'm not sure she's talking.
Okay.
Any
I
other
thought I
question?
thought you guys I thought you guys cannot hear me. I wanted to ask, how do we get used to this formula? Is it just by practicing? Because is there a particular, as a teacher, is there a particular, or as a data analyst, how will you advise us to get used to this formula?
How do you think I know it without going to the internet to search? Since I started teaching you guys, have you seen me go to Google to ask questions like how can I solve X or Y?
Mm-mm.
It just comes now. Abi?
Yeah.
Mm, I
Samuel,
think you
when
need
you
the
want go
advice, guys.
Samuel, when you want go toast woman, they write down for paper.
Some people they write though.
That one
Somebody.
is your Kai Kai. That one is now your
You
secondary
actually
school,
practice it now. You practice it.
secondary school lover. I mean all the small children love. Uh, Jane, my name is Samuel. I have been admiring you since we were in JS3. I just felt that you are the sugar in my tea. Please,
Wow.
Joy, please, can you accept me to be your boyfriend?
That's like old school, you know.
It doesn't come that way.
Yeah.
Samuel, right?
Yeah, that's
Now,
right.
you approach people these days. The first thing is, Jane, who asked this question?
It's not me. Oh. I'm not the
It's me, it's me, it's Favor.
Favor. Okay, so let me tell you, I'm going to use this story now so that you get how this thing works. So I'm not going to tell you that it's through practice, so even though that is what I want to tell you at last. But I'm going to tell you that just listen, you will know what I'm going to tell you. When you were a little kid, there are certain things you write down, you practice, you read out. For instance, in secondary school those days, they used to call some of us to come to the front of the class. They'll give you a textbook. They want to see if you can read, right? So they'll give you a textbook to read. But when you go to the university, you discover that nobody cares about you reading. Like they don't give you textbooks to come to the front of the class to test your reading skills. They already presume that you know how to read. So if you miss that step of knowing how to read in secondary school, you're gonna have a problem with knowing how to read on your own when you're in the university. Now, when you go for postgraduate, right? When you go for postgraduate, you are going to have your research or assessment sent to you via email. So they expect you to be the one teaching. You are not going to be there to receive lectures all the time. Sometimes you're going to be the one coming out to do the teaching, like your findings, especially if it's research-based masters or PhD. So you'll be the ones to present it. In all of these cases, nobody taught you that you have to stop reading to your classmates. Nobody came out to say, Samuel, stop reading in front of people. You just grow out of it. Am I making sense?
Hmm.
The
Yes, sir.
society makes you grow out of it because of the stage that you are. You are asking me this question because of the stage that you are right now. When I was learning this thing, trust me, especially Python, I was wondering, guy, this code, this code, where you go enter this head, you you get.
Oh my
You see
goodness.
the codes I'm showing you guys now. I was like, now, but the moment you have problems thrown at you, because you read that sweet paper you read to Jane, and then Jane will be like, "Oh,
Oh,
Samuel, I'm so sorry." Like that one where I toast those days. She tell me, "Say, oh, I'm so sorry." I still remember her name. Oh, I will not forgive her. She don't marry now and get children, but I still remember. After I don't write better, compose better love letter, finish move for paper, carry go read, give this babe for inside class. David, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do boyfriend now. I want to drop my pen. When I'm done, then we can. Because I was so in love with her, I had to wait until when we graduated. And then I still went ahead to read nonsense. So thinking that maybe when she graduated, that is. Then I discovered that, you know what? She wasn't really into me anyway, because the people where she liked, they didn't even need to write anything. Just go and cough. Just go and cough. Buy her pure water self. She don't melt. But me, eh, we command the powers of courage from left, right, and center. She rubbish me through it.
Oh my
So
god.
when I grew up, right, I discovered that look, there are certain approaches that do not work with certain people. There are places you go to a club. There is a way you approach a lady in a club that she says you are interested. There's a way you approach a lady when you go to church. And you can't go to church and approach a sister in the Lord and you'll be like, hey, bitch, I've been watching your ass right in the church. Hallelujah. She's gonna look at you. She's gonna look at you like, in fact, you have lost that battle before it started. But if you approach her like that, una dey laugh. Na serious thing. I dey tell una like person wey don graduate from all these things. If you reach out to her in a club or in just some crazy place, she'll be like, "Hey man, nigga, I'm not into you, man. Just leave aside. I don't need your ass." But you go to another place, maybe a corporate setting, you have to change your language. Like you need to know what your colleague or maybe whoever is there is doing. You got to show some interest in her work, what she's doing, show some genuine interest so that she can see that you can sustain a conversation. So approaches, these approaches, but you want to tell me that did I cram all these things? No, I just know that when I'm in a particular place, different approaches work with different people. I didn't need to cram anything. Life basically taught me how to do this. And literally, I can approach anyone right now. I'm not shy, never have been when it comes to human beings. No, I've seen all kinds of people. I've met a few powerful persons in the United States. Nigeria, I've met a few important dignitaries. Funny enough, I'm not so familiar with Nigerian musicians, celebrities, but I've met a couple of actors as well when I was working with the TV station and with what was the name? That was in Lawanson in Lagos. I don't hustle for this life. My God, thinking about it now. So these approaches really. So don't be in a hurry to cram these things. When you cram, you get a job, you are going to mess up. That is the truth. Because that thing you cram may not work. And if it doesn't work, you are going to be displaced. You think that this imposter syndrome is going to come in because you think you are not worthy of the position. But allow the society, allow the job, allow the tasks that have been given to you to now make you go harvest these approaches. In other words, these different functions, all of those things. Like there was a time somebody asked me replace function last week. Was it last week? Was it in this class? Someone asked me a question about substitute and replace, and I tried to teach you the difference between substitute and
Yeah,
replace.
this class.
Yes.
Was it in this class?
Mm.
Yes.
Good. Now, do you know that it was during that class that I was trying to solve to get replace? Like I rarely use replace. I rarely use replace in my work, in my code, in things like that. But it was during that class. If I didn't tell you now, would you guys know?
No.
No.
Nope.
It was during that class. I just knew that for me to know what exactly I can replace, just put equals to replace. Just remember, don't you may not remember the formula exactly, but just remember the name of the formula and you are good to go. If you are a good data analyst, equals to replace, bracket open, you know what to do. Equals to sum, bracket open, you know what to do. Equals to index, match, bracket
Cash.
open, you know
Go
what to
cash.
do.
Give me. Cash off.
Equals to you see fine babe, you know what to say. Equals to you see fine guy, you know how to behave.
Oh my god.
Equals to you see fine house, fine car, you know how your man go take open. Do you get how this thing work?
Yes.
Yes.
So don't think about the function, think about the job, think about the task you have been given, and then look for the function, you will get it. If you think about the function before the job, you are going to cram so many things that will not be so relevant to you, and you end up wasting a lot of time. That's why when I give you guys an assessment, I want you guys to think from that assessment what formula can work. Do you understand me? This is
Mm.
the seriously, this is the best way I know how to code. This is the best way I know how to put on all these formulas. Because when I look at the formula, when I look at the problem, for those of you that enroll for the data analysis class, you come across a course on its own. That course is going to be taken by Saratu. She's a Commonwealth scholar. She's presently in the UK. She takes the course. It's titled Problem Solving. You will now understand why you need to approach certain problems the way you should approach them. Am I making sense? Does this story does it make you think about how you can navigate the formula world in Excel?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So don't write anything and keep and cram. You are wasting your time. What you should understand is understand the problem. But once you understand the problem and what you are supposed to do, then look for the formula. Don't cram the formula and keep. When you see somebody or when you go and read it, it can disappoint you because that vibe may be lacking. But look for that person and allow you get how you approach one fine babe like this. If you wanted to say wow, your English will just change. There's a way you see somebody, you see a personality. The first day I saw and had conversations with Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State in the US. I've posted the video online, but that is just after we had a personal chat. One of the most powerful guys in the United States. The way I saw this guy on TV back home in Nigeria, you get to wonder, will you ever have the opportunity to meet this kind of personality? And then you meet this personality, and your entire life, the way you comport yourself, the way you talk, completely changes without you missing a thing. It happens. Samuel, you never see babe where you don't open mouth, you don't know say your mouth they open.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're right.
You know,
It
some
happens
people go
more
even
than that.
that's why if I'm driving alone in a very dangerous situation, especially especially if I'm driving to a place where I'll be seeing things left, right, and center. Now to just park my car, look well before I move. Because if they look, they move, accident will happen. You get? So there's a way these things that is how I want you guys to think of. Think about the problem and then think about the solution. Don't carry a solution and be looking for how you can use a solution to solve problems. Even in life, think about the problem, then think about the solution. No matter what you think you know, when once you don't, that's why Jesus said you have to be humble. A lot of the prophets say you have to be humble. It means forget about what you know. When you travel to a new place, think about what works in that locality. That's why a lot of Nigerians are in trouble. Some places where they travel to because they take the Nigerian mentality, breaking of laws. You guys that have traveled, you know this now. They take that mentality, travel to another place. It doesn't work there. When you go there, you are taking a solution to a place that have problems you cannot address. So when you traveling to another place, leave whatever you think you know. When you go there, look at the problem, look at the environment, and then begin to say, okay, this is how I am supposed to relate to them. So in human relationship, career-wise, this is how we are supposed to go. So let's end here. I don't know. Am I it's three
Well,
hours?
I have
Yes,
a
sir,
question.
it is.
I have a question.
Sam.
Yeah, question.
Yes. My question is based on this index match and complex index match. Okay, we've learned about a lot of things that it has to
Okay.
do with. So what I want to know is how to apply it to real life. Like when do you use it? When do you need it? And all that. So I really need to know that. Then secondly, I noticed in the formulas we had to highlight some data sets. Okay, so when we get to deal with large data, how do we highlight? Do we still use the method that you showed to us? So those are the two questions I have. Don't know.
Okay, let me just see if I can open a bigger data set now. Let me see. If I have a bigger data set. Okay, there's this one that I downloaded last week. Let me just share my screen. This is my class people. You people like this too. See how they are laughing in the comment section.
There are some questions in the comment section. So
Okoye, what did I say? I'm interested.
Hmm.
So let me share my screen and explain what this guy is. It's a very important question. So let's look at this. This is a very it may not be as many as you think. I have a tons of data set, but just if you want to highlight, that's your problem, right?
Yeah.
So just put your cursor on the first column or first row, and then press your Control
Simple.
and Shift key together, and it will highlight to your left, and then press your arrow key, and then put this down. Can you see that?
Okay.
Yeah, that works. Another one is just do your Control A. Control A. So you don't need to do all this drag, drag, drag. Just do your Control A. So this first one, Control A. Second one, put your cursor anywhere. Put your Shift and Control key together. Do that. Put your arrow key by your left, and then the one pressing downwards. Another way is if you are looking for a way to just highlight a particular row or
Yeah.
particular column, all you need to do is take your cursor down there and then do this, highlight it this way, which is one by one. That's your shift key and your arrow key, or your shift key together, or you just hit it this way.
Okay.
If I highlight this, I have highlighted everything on column one, on column A, from beginning of this sheet to the end.
Okay.
This is it, column. And then the question about how do you
Apply it to
real
real
life
life.
scenario, right?
Yeah.
Actually, this is a real life scenario. Imagine this is a real life scenario. These are apps. You can change this to product. And under products, you know that we have actual revenue, we have actual profit, we have budget revenue, we have budget profit.
Okay.
This is somebody's business. They want to know the actual revenue this particular product is bringing in. They want to know the actual profit. You have also heard of cost price. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have cost price. You have what? Selling price, whatever that is. You have what? Gross profit. Can you see this?
Yeah.
And you have um loss. Even if there's anything like loss price, I don't know. Or total revenue, total sales, total sales. So anytime you are seeing a data set like this, they are in two columns. Just make them to be in one column. Sorry, in one row. So
Okay.
if you next week, when or rather this Saturday, when we are looking at array solution with control shift and enter, we are going to be looking at it, and then without control shift and enter. So anytime you are looking at all of this and you are expected to find out a value, what is the name of a product? What is a product? So you have something like product, and they are telling you to give the product, let's say rice. What is the cost price of the rice? What is the selling price of the rice? So instead of choosing cost price, selling price for each of the products all the time, you are using formulas. You simply do your drop down. So you have cost price. When you open here, you see selling price. You see total revenue, total product. So that if your boss actually wants to see what each of the products are earning without having to see the thousands of data sets and the hundreds of columns and thousands of rows, all you need to do is you use your index match. And anytime they say, "Oh, David, I want to see how much is this product earning," you don't need to send the entire data set to your boss, right? All you need to do is call out the name of the product, use your index match, and call out the call out all the details about that product for your boss. So they can now make the decision, you know what, this product, every month we are reviewing this product, we are not making sales, so we need to cut it off. We stop making sales of this product because nobody wants to buy it anymore. Do you understand now the real life
Yeah. Yeah.
situation?
Yeah.
I
Good.
have a question.
Thank you for that.
Mr. David, I
Yes.
have a question.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
So where we matched budgets, profit, budget and actual budget. What if, because they are like together, what if we want to have a space in between both of them?
What if you have a space in between both of them?
What if we want to put a space in between budgets? We use the ampersand to join both of them together. What if we want to
Now,
put a space?
now you they ask this question. We feel run
I
am now.
mean,
Let's try it and
eh,
see.
I think we're going to put.
Nah, Excel student. Now you they ask this one.
No, I forgot. I just want to do it again.
Okay, let's say you want to add space, Abby.
Mm-hmm.
So let's use something like
Open
this.
quotation. Yeah, I think that's one. Yes. Yes, I think that's what we do.
Will this do not work? Oh?
It worked.
Okay, it worked.
It
It
worked. It
worked.
worked. Mm-hmm.
You see, even me, myself, I'm not even sure. I just know instinctually that I need to put double quotes and then I need to put my comma. It worked. So you see,
Yes,
I'm now.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. You just wanted to try me.
But Mr. David,
Yeah.
Mr. David, when you
Yes.
change the when you change that ampersand function up there, the value that we got at the other end is giving a not available value.
I don't
It has
understand.
changed.
When I changed it,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't understand.
When you change the ampersand function, when you join the actual variable, you gave it space.
Uh-huh.
The space on it now, on the formula the formula that we used, the solution that we did for
Uh
that pairing or something, it's brought a not available solution.
and
Not
it
applicable.
automatically corrected it. The not available was because I put a comma before the ampersand, before the last ampersand, and then a B5. So it automatically removed it. So it's like automated. It knows that a comma is not supposed to be there.
Sorry, sir. Open your screen and see what I'm talking about, sir.
I'm actually looking. Okay, I didn't share my screen.
No.
Sorry.
I think we're talking about the function we're doing with the index match, right, Olabisi?
Yes. The com-
Yes, I think
the,
that's what we're talking about.
the
The
complex
that
index
is here.
at the right
The
hand
complex
side.
index. Yes, I think that's what
Okay,
we're
it
talking
Solution
changed
at
to
the
about.
right
not.
hand side.
Yes,
Okay, it
yes,
changed.
Yes.
that's right. That's
Good.
right.
That's because we have messed up our formula here. I was
Yes.
only doing this to respond to the question whether we can put space. So now that we have put space here, all you need to do is go back and change your formula. When you come
Formula.
here, highlight everything so that it will now include the new formula here.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
when you do that, then I'm sure you will get your answer.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
Mm. But if you change this, if you come here and change this, remove this, hit your
It goes back
enter,
to normal.
drag it, you can see
It goes
returns.
back to normal. Mm-hmm.
So Excel is like one human being that can never forget to. So anything you are doing here, it will never forget. Let me show you guys something. Can you see? This is my code. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So now I want to put something like name. Sorry. Uh, name equals to Ola Olabisi David. Okay, let me put the one Nigerians don't like. Effiong. Print name, and then I hit enter. So Olabisi Effiong. These are like two.
Signature, I don't like.
Yes, now if I introduce myself as Effiong, people are like, this guy is from Calabar. Very ignorant human beings. But these days I don't waste time to explain myself. Now you see that this is a line of code. If I come here and I type just name without writing anything and then I hit enter, and sorry, I come here, not hit enter, and then I run the code. What do you see?
Let me see if you.
Olabisi Effiong. I didn't need to insert the name again. Python automatically remembers.
Oh,
So obviously it's Efion.
Uh-huh.
wow.
So it automatically remembers. Now let me take you guys to the top of this page. The top of this page is now let me take you guys to the top of this page. So we have data 1, data 2, data 3, data 4. Are we together?
Yeah.
This is the top of the page. If I come down here, okay, let me run this. Let me just run this code. Let me run it again. Run. Good. I've run the code. So I'm going to go to the very end that I have inserted so many codes in between, right? And then I want to come to
Bọ̀
the
torí
very
Ọlọ́run.
end. I come to the very end and I say data one, data two, data three, data four. You see that? It remembers. Guys, are we following?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's spend the class because we don't enter coding now. Wahala go dey. So see you guys next week.
All
See
right.
you
Sorry, on
soon.
Saturday. We'll be ending our class on Sunday. So if you are
Wow.
here to enroll for our data analytics class, please do so. By the way, guys, for those of you who are interested in our remote opportunities training, remember that we are starting that training next month. If you can't wait to start making money from your Microsoft Excel skills and you want to start applying for jobs using Microsoft Excel, in other words, you want to start applying for your remote opportunities, well, in whatever part of the world you are. Remember, I keep telling you guys that the very first where my mind was blown out was when I got my first remote job on LinkedIn. Back then in Nigeria, I was earning just 18,000 naira. This was many years back. Then I was tired because babe who I been the follow that time, she run leave me and I go meet sugar daddy. So no wahala. But the God of my 18,000 naira did not leave me because I'm still a very smart guy as I was then. I discovered I needed to invest half of my salary to upskill myself. So I learned how to English phonetics, writing, and things like that. At the end of the, I've been telling this story all the time when I'm teaching. Went to LinkedIn, register. I was surprised I got my first job there. Registered, got a job with Daily Post UK, and I moved from 18,000 naira a month to 250,000 naira a month writing. Life was sweet. I kukuma resigned from the work, took myself to an estate. I was living like a big boy. And then the idiots that left me a year after, I be like, say the sugar daddy die, I be waiting up, I don't know. She said she missed me, she wanted to come back. I go church, go do deliverance, give myself so that in case confusion won't enter, nothing no go happen. So, uh what I'm saying is this: LinkedIn saved my life.
Mm.
LinkedIn saved my life. I got that remote job and I invested half of the money to learn data analytics. And the rest is history, guys. I want to encourage you if you want to start earning money from what you have now, what we've taught you so far, please enroll for that program. And you know that none of our training is, in fact, the premium group is just 5,500. Abi. This
Yeah.
one is not, it's like two shawarma. Think of it, two shawarma. What else? That's less than $10, I think. So if you are interested, the trainer will drop details today for you guys so that you can start enrolling. We already have students that are for that class. Please, is there any of you that are interested? Drop a comment. Let me know if there's any of you that are interested in that session. Remote. So we are not just going to be looking at LinkedIn. We are looking at tons of other um, um, platforms. We are looking at companies that are hiring remote workers, companies that need your skills, remote companies that can sponsor visas and things like that. Tons and tons of materials that are going to be shared, and so that you can put your skills in Microsoft Excel to use. Okay, only
Yeah,
Mary is
I have
interested.
interest too. I'm interested.
All right,
Hello.
so Oluchi is going to be our trainer. Some of you have met her. She's a virtual assistant. She works with an international organization from her home, and she is also a virtual assistant. She also works with which other company like that. So A babe just dey house, they sit down, they chop money. She earns in dollars, she earns in naira. She's in Nigeria, so some of you know. When she comes to our class, she will gist you people. So if you are interested, let us know. She would give you details today so that you can start registering for the program. So see you guys. This is 3 hours 21 minutes. I need to go and have fun. Hope you learned something today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Let's
very
see.
much, sir. We learned a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
All
All
right.
right. Goodbye.
Have a nice week. Please
And
You too. Bye-bye.
send video reviews. So Sandra, John, Samuel, Jane, Rahanat, Helen Okoye, Mary Johnson. You guys send me video reviews. If you are so ugly, please just send me your picture. You don't want people to see your face. Uh, please send video reviews. I need them. I need them. I need them. I need them. Mary, Esther Thompson, Joy, Ikiagu, Obi, Cindy, Lengtad Goldit, all of you send reviews to me on WhatsApp. Bye.
All right. Goodbye. Bye bye.
and you
Have a nice
too.
weekend.